Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahai, not Allah, not Abba. It's Yahweh. And his only God's son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, it's Yahweh Shah. So you gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishops and elders of great millstone who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. In a sincere salutation to all the argument, shed light to the whole for the elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening, learning. If your sisters are listening, learning. Combination of the lesson, truth, faith, faith, and edification. With the data edification, Lord, will be edified. So I tell you this lesson. More news about prophecy, the hottest topics. Now, this is an article, again, from Watcher Guru. Guru is titled BRICS De-Dollarization Begins with Oil and Gas. And it reads, the recent changes in global events indicates that BRICS could weaponize oil and gas to benefit native currencies. BRICS kickstart the de-dollarization effort by setting oil and gas trade with local currencies and not the US dollar. The alliance is looking to throttle the US dollar with the most commonly used commodity in the world, oil and gas. Therefore, the race towards currency supremacy heated up days before the upcoming BRICS summit in Johannesburg. Those who control the oil supply control a major chunk of the global trade. BRICS is looking to end dependency on the US dollar by convincing other countries to pay in local currencies. In addition, the alliance is also convincing oil producing nations to join the bloc and challenge the US hegemony. So, who's the oil producers? You got right here say, let's read this. It said, in a landmark move, India settled crude oil trade with the UAE by paying in rupees and not the US dollar. The Indian Oil Corp settled payments with Abu Dhabi National Oil Company using the rupee, reports Reuters. India has also made cross-border transactions smoother by allowing other countries to open special virtual bank accounts to trade in rupees. Apart from India, even France settled an LNG gas trade with China by paying the Chinese yen, but that Chinese yuan. Russia has been Russia has been transacting in the Chinese yuan for importing its oil to China and Saudi Arabia. In addition, the top oil producing country, Saudi Arabia, is considering accepting the Chinese yuan for oil settlement. In conclusion, oil and gas could be the main key to strengthening local currencies and citing the US dollar. Additionally, things are falling into place as 8 Arab countries have expressed interest to join the bloc. The BRICS expansion could be a game changer that could challenge the US dollar's prospects in the coming years. Now, that's one article. Let's get this other article. Check this out. These are hot topics, man. The hottest topics. The MOTB being made mandatory. World War III, which is will be with the appearing of Yahweh Shah. Look at this. They say U.S. Space Force creates first unit dedicated to targeting adversary satellites. Now they say we are changing the way targeting is done across the joint community when it comes to space and electromagnetic warfare. They say with the other countries, but we know they're talking about dealing with Yahweh Shai and the angels. So it say the patch. Let's read this. Major prophecy right here, man. It said a patch. Oh, you know what? Salakia. Let me go back. Because I said I was going to read this from the phone. I don't need them messing with my. They already been messing with me. So I want to show this. Then I want to read it from the phone. So let's do that. So this is U.S. Space Force creates first unit dedicated to targeting adversary satellites. So they say, Shalom to Allah, Akimawa tuning in, Yabashimam Shabrakadam. We are changing the way targeting is done across the joint community when it comes to space and electromagnetic warfare. The patch of the 75th Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance Squadron revealed at the unit's activation ceremony on August 11, 2023. The United States Space Force has activated its first and only unit dedicated to targeting other nations' satellites and the ground station Salakia. Hold on here. And it's and the ground station that support them. The 75th Intelligence, Surveillance, and Reconnaissance Squadron was activated on August 11th at Peterson Space Force Base in Colorado. This unit is part of Space Delta 7, 7 being completion, an element of the U.S. Space Force tasked with providing intelligence on adversary space capabilities. It'll do things like analyze the capabilities of potential targets, locate and track these targets, as well as participate in target engagement. So they're trying to track the missiles. When Russia shoot the missiles off on America, they're trying to track them. They're trying to track them, and that's what I tell you in Joel 2. When they fall upon the sword, they should not be wounded. Some of the missiles that get shot from Russia, when they fall upon the sword, which is America's defense, they should not be wounded because America ain't gonna have no defense that would detect the missiles that get shot off from Yahweh Shema Shah using Russia. It's a shit keep jumping. It's a Slovakia. It's a this unit is part of the Space Delta 7, an element of the U.S. Space Force tasked with providing intelligence on adversary space capabilities. It'll do things like analyze the capabilities of potential targets, locate and track these targets, as well as participate in target engagement, which presumably refers to destroying or disrupting adversary satellites, the ground station that support them, and transmissions sent between the two. Hot topic, man. Hot topic. This Space Force is for them to watch Yahweh Shah and the angel when they return. Now here's the other article. Let me get it here. He saw messing with me earlier, about 20 minutes ago, not trying to do this because I went into the articles. Well, I'm just going to show the articles and I'll read it from the phone. Now, this is this is another article, and it reads. Let me pull up on the phone. You see it? North Korea missile capable of striking the U.S. most likely a result of cooperation with Russia, think tank says. Of course, Russia is the guard to the other nations, man. So it say, let's read the article. It reads, this is North Korea missile capability. It's like a North Korea missile capable of striking the U.S., most likely a result of cooperation with Russia, think tank says. The missile's dimensions and its flight trajectory data appear nearly identical to those of Russia's Topia M ICBM, says the report from the Center for Strategic and International Studies. It says North Korea successfully test launch on July the 12th of a nuclear capable intercontinental ballistic missile equipped to penetrate U.S. missile defense. Is more likely the result of technical cooperation sourced to Russia, according to a new think tank report from obtained by NBC News. Oh, you can't make this up, man. Now let me read real quick. Let me get this. When you go to this is cold, man. The Lord is cold. Let me get this in Joel 2, right? I'm gonna read this again and say, let's read this again. It's a North Korea successfully test launch on July the 12th of a nuclear capable intercontinental ballistic missile equipped to penetrate U.S. missile defense. Is most likely the result of technical cooperation sourced to Russia, according to a new think tank report first obtained by NBC News. So it said what? Equipped to penetrate U.S. missile defenses. Now in Joel, see this is the hot topics, man. The micro C hip, the RFID microchip being made mandatory. World War III, the nations separating from Babylon, man. It's a Joel 2 in verse. Just want to read this point in Joel 2 in verse 8. It reads, matter of fact, let's read this because it's talking about these intercontinental ballistic missiles. It's Joel 2 and 3. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth the missiles. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, before the missiles hit. The world is at peace. Everything is peaches and cream. Everybody is doing what they want to do, right? The new normal. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, before sin committed. So it was all paradise. And behind them a desolate wilderness, yeah, and nothing shall escape them. The missiles. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as the horsemen so shall they run. This is the same vision that John saw when you read Revelation 9. He said he saw the horsemen sitting upon these horses. This is the same vision that Joel saw. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. These walls is the defense system of America, which is not a defense system. They don't got one. It said they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. When these missiles get shot off, each and every one of them have a GPS coordinates. They're going to hit their targets. Neither shall one thrust another, so they ain't going to be slamming to each other in the air when they get shot off. It said, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in his path. Because when they get shot off, they all have a GPS coordinates. They're going to hit their target, ground zero. And when they fall upon the sword, which is what? The defense system of America, they shall not be wounded. Because America don't have a defense system. And it said right here in this article, let's read this article again. It say, North Korea successfully tests launch on July the 12th of nuclear-capable international continental missile, intercontinental ballistic missile, equipped to penetrate U.S. missile defenses, is most likely the result of technical cooperation sourced to Russia. So it say, neither shall one thrust another. Joel 2:8. They shall not. They shall walk everyone in his path. And they is saying when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The entering in the windows like a thief is them going up and coming back down, man. Okay? Through what is this called? The windows of heaven. The Lord say the windows of heaven are open, man. Our own high are open, man. The atmosphere, man. The missile's gonna go up and they're gonna come back down, man. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be darkened because of the mushroom clouds. It tell you in Isaiah 34. And the stars shall withdraw their shining. So I just a point something to make. North Korea missile capable of striking U.S. most likely a result of cooperation with Russia. Think tank says. Well, Ezekiel 38 tell you that Russia is going to be a guard to these nations, man. So let me get this other one real quick. That was that. Then you had that was that one. Bear with me here. Then what's the other one? These is cold topics, man. BRICS de-dollarization begins with oil and gas. U.S. Space Force creates first unit dedicated to targeting adversary satellites. Show you that America is against the other nations. Why are they targeting adversaries? Who are the adversary to America? I thought that was the allies. See what I'm saying? Let's pull this back up again. See, these bastards don't give a damn about nobody else but themselves, man. See, they don't even care about their own people, which we already know. So it's just something to show you, man. This is real time. Again, U.S. Space Force creates first unit dedicated to targeting adversary satellites. What adversaries? This is supposed to be America's allies, man. Why would they call them their adversaries, man? That don't make no sense. U.S. Space Force creates its first unit dedicated to targeting adversary satellites. What adversaries of America? Who are you talking about? Russia? Who you talking about? Russia, India, Brazil, and China, and South Africa, the BRICS, Saudi Arabia, Argentina, Iran. What are they talking about? I thought they was all allies. See the separation in America? This place is divided, man. When you go to let's get this in first, let me get this in Proverbs. It's Proverbs 29 in verse 27. It reads, is that it? No, let me get Ecclesiasticus. Is it 21? I think it is. Let's see here. Yep. Ecclesiastes 21 and 27. When the ungodly curseth Satan, he curseth his own soul. So here it is. America, they say what? U.S. Space Force creates first unit dedicated to targeting adversary satellites. Who's the adversaries of America? I thought America was the beloved country. There's 193 nations joined to the UN. No, this is America talking about their enemies, their brothers, the Russian Edomites. Mark 3 and 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. This is Luke 11:17. It reads, but he knowing their thoughts said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And a house divided against it, and a house divided against a house falleth. So we are watching. Let me get this. We watching these bastards bring shame to the house. Let me see here. Where's that verse at? It's in Proverbs. Talks about he bringeth shame to his own house. Where is it? Let's see. He bringeth shame to his own house, man. I know it's the one that you got the one in Habakkuk. It's another one. Let's see. I forgot where it said right off, man. I should have looked it up. Um, it was damn it, where is that at? Hold on, bear with me here for a second. He just say he consulted shame to his own house. Let's see. It's been a minute since I brought this out. But there's the one in Habakkuk. Let me read this. This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 10. Verse 9 is say, verse 8, read, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveted evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house, by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. There is one in Proverbs. It talks about him bringing shame to his house. Let me see if I can find it. And I was just bringing this out the other week, man. Let me see if I can scroll through here real quick. Where is it at? I know it's in Proverbs about Esau bringing shame to his own house. It was another one in Proverbs. Let me see. Mm. Man, I hate when I can't get. Let me see. Psalms. Man, what is that verse? It's in Proverbs, man. Let me see if I can type it in like this. Approach. They won't give it to me, man. And I got it written down somewhere. I was just bringing that out about a week ago, man. A week or two ago. Trying to see if I can find it here in my notes, man. I should have had looked for it. Because I wanted to bring this out in this lesson. I should have had looked for it before I even started. Let me see. But it's in Proverbs, though, I know. Right. This is Proverbs 11 and 29. Kala Yabashima Salakia. It say, "He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind." And that's what he's doing, man. He's troubling his own house. So here it is, these bastards. They done created the sixth branch of the military. Like they finna fight against some type of aliens or something, man. So again, it say U.S. Space Force creates first unit dedicated to targeting adversary satellites. So they talking about coming against the other nations that's supposed to be their allies. Well, now we know Obadiah 1 and 7. Let's read that. Because now he's what he's doing is troubling his own house, man. Right? And then what's that? Job. Let me get this in Job. What is that? Job is that Job 27? Let's see. What's the one in Job when it say the hand of the wicked? Let me type it in. Is it Job 28? Let's type it in. The hand of the wicked shall come against them, man. So all these allies that's joined to America. Yep. Is it Job 20 22? Let me see. See, yep. Job 20 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And this word wicked, when you go into it, mean the laborers, right? So in Obadiah 1 and 7, that's a lock you, man, for me taking so long to find that precept in Proverbs 11. This Obadiah 1 and 7, it reads, "All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him." So here it is. These belts are talking about, again, U.S. Space Force creates first unit dedicated to targeting adversary satellites. But these are your allies. Will it tell you in Daniel's that he was more stout than his fellows, man? Proverbs 11:29 again. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind. And this is what he's doing, right? When you read in Revelation, man, the prophecies is Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. These three unclean spirits will be the monetary, the financial, the monetary, which is financial, the military, and the religion, which is the Vatican, right? The religion, you got the monetary, which would be France, and the military, which would be Washington. It say, "For they are spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world." To do what? To gather them to the battle of the great day of the God Almighty. Same thing is in Revelations 20. So who's the adversary that they are targeting? Who is the adversary targeting satellites? They talking about Russia. Ultimately, they talking about Yahweh Shai and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and the angels, man. But so now they saying they trying to watch their adversaries. Who is the adversary of America? Is 193 nations that's joined to the UN. They talking about Russia, the BRICS, the Guard, man. Revelations 20:7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go forth to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them to the battle, the number of whom is a descent of the sea. So they creating this to go against who? Their own people, man. So I saw these articles, like, man, this is heavy, cause you the CBDC, this is pushing forth to the RFID microchip. Then you got them with the sixth branch of the military, the Space Force watching, they watching for Yahweh Shah angels, man. They are observing these chariots. And then the other one said, what? let's read it again. North Korea missile capable of striking the US, most likely a result of Russia, most likely a result of cooperating with Russia. Okay? This is the hot topics, man. World War III. Let's read that. World War III, which is brewing up. Let's get that. Revelations chapter 9 and verse 12. It reads, one war is past, and behold, there come two wars more hereafter. Revelation 11:14. The second war is past, and behold, the third war coming quickly. So we are watching these three major prophecies, man. World War III, the RFID microchip being made mandatory, man. And Yahweh shall return. But you got Jacob's trouble. They got to play out. But these some hot topics, man. Tell me they are targeting adversary satellites. For what? They all supposed to be on one accord, right? No. Isaiah chapter 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards. And this place is failing, man. This place is falling, and we're watching it fall. But these prophets are playing out, man. In the news, as Elder Hawaii say, man, in the news, man, the micro C help is being established of them pushing the CBDC. And then you know Korea, man, this is heavy. Everybody is the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shaka, all nations eventually will tap into the spirit and will tap into the guard, which would be Russia, man. This is the move, man. And the Lord is strategically moving these chess pieces around. So anyway, I was just looking at this and I thought about a couple things. More news about prophecy, the hottest topics, man. World War III, that micro C here being made mandatory, man. These is hot topics, man. These devils is through conditioning and gradualism, and the world is ready for it, man. Everybody is ready. Most of the world took the Jabberwocky. They dropped the Capri Sun. Hey, the people is easy to be conditioned, man. Because Jake, especially Jake, Jeremiah 2:33, why trim thou thy way to seek love? That's what Jake doing. Thou has also taught the wicked ones thy ways. And Jake teaching their kids that, man. Big Mama and them taught that, man. Apply your mind to the system of the white man. Keep your head down. You can be just like them. No, man. The Lord gave the earth to the so-called white man to rule in wickedness, man. And the only ones who's gonna join these bastards is 2/3 of our people, man. Because they looking to climb up some other way, man. The Lord said in John 10, if you don't enter in at the door, you trying to climb some other way, you're gonna die grievous death, man. Well, Esau's giving options for you to do that. But this place is crumbling, man. These bastards, and you got these people take to my Jim Mesh used articles. Nigga, this is fire right here. U.S. Space Force creates first unit dedicated to targeting adversary satellites. And they watching Yahweh shot the angels in the chariots, man. And they coming against their own allies, allegedly. They transforming the money, man. And Jake still ain't said nothing about what the mark of the beast is, man. Nobody ain't said nothing yet. How long Nate and WFI gonna sit on this, man? Until what it said in Isaiah 6 and 9, what the Lord, what Isaiah asked the Lord, what is that? Verse 10, Isaiah 6, 10 and 11, until the earth be wasted and be without inhabitant, man. The CBDC, they talking about putting it in you, man. You still got niggas talking about the mark of the beast is sin, man. Well, if it's a sin, in Revelation 14, it say, if you take this, you can't repent from it, man. So anyway, yeah, again, hot topics, man. It's Space Force, man. They watching, man. They watching the Lord. The Lord got them watching the chariots, man. There's Zechariah 5. What it say? They should go forth throughout the earth, man. They should enter into the house of the thief, man. They seeing these chariots and these Edomites are terrified. On top of hearing the words of the Lord come out daily. Yeah. And these nations that's joining to that's prophecy, man. That the nation is going to join the guard. That's another prophecy, along with the micro CEO being made mandatory in World War III, man. These nations cleaving to the other Edomites, okay? The better white meat, the better red meat, man, which appears to be a better option for these bastards. Anyway, so the wife tuning in, gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rikah, Kodash. The bonus to the apostles and the bishops and elders of great millstone who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, whether accepted or not. And it says here, salutation to all the Akim pushing the truth and believing this truth with full ends of the earth, the entire world, shed light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Agua who are listening, learning, if you sisters who are listening, learning. I'm going to close these two precepts. Proverbs 11:29. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind, man. And what Esau has done is trouble his own house. Habakkuk 2 and 10. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people and hast sinned against thy soul. See, he done, man, he done destroyed everything about himself. But it tell you that in 2 Ezra 11:39 that the end of their times may come through them, man. It's going to come through them, right? 2 Ezra 11:15, 2 Ezra 11:39, Jeremiah 15:45. The least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Right? Revelation 13. The head was like the head of a lion, and the feet were as of a bear. The Edomites against the Edomites. Uh, Ezekiel 28 and 7, man. The Lord said he's going to bring the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their sword against America's beauty, man. Yeah, that's what's going on, man. So anyway, again, the wife tuning in. May Yahweh Shema shall continue blessing your houses, stay prayed up. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Until next time, I say Shalom, Wa Ubar.